crap. Now you see, if you're familiar, I've been keeping queen ants on this channel. And you see, I have been making update videos on them for every single 2 weeks, okay, on Fridays. But here's the thing, alright? Now you see, I couldn't help but take a sneak peek look in here today since they didn't have workers last time I checked. And you wouldn't believe it, but all my queens have workers. Come check this out. We're starting with the nearcticus queen. This queen, look, you see that? She's got workers. You see, look. She's got 2, actually. The other one's hiding back there. Anyway, she's feeding them and such. So, hopefully, I have my bag of fruit flies out here. Frozen. I have been de-thawing them, and I'm going to feed them. Now, okay. Let's try to do this. Alright, so I threw a fruit fly in there, and they're all attacking it, which is a good sign. Yeah. So, hopefully, they'll eat this fruit fly. It's good. And now on to the Camponotus pennsylvanicus queen. Now look at her. She's got like 5 workers, all clawing at the cotton to get out. And now is a good time to tell you guys that I am going to be selling this queen. And I am basically just going to feed her. As you can see, I have a little like bobby pin that I've converted into a little mini tong for picking up fruit flies without damaging them too much. And I am going to take this queen and I am going to sell her. She moves. She just doesn't move a lot. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to feed them a few. I'm actually going to feed them something bigger, since I am actually going to leave these guys. I'm going to transport these guys, like, through the mail. Anyway, I've got this big jar of honey. I'm going to feed my pennsylvanicus a little bit of it. Okay, so as you can see, I am feeding the ants some honey, and they are very much enjoying it. Holy crap, even my nearcticus queen has workers, if you can see that. She's got 2, I believe. 3, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a drop of honey, just for being such good pet ants. Look how much honey I just gave them. They're all drinking from it, except the queen, who is back taking care of the eggs. But this is very... I'll feed these guys protein once I feel that they're ready. And I'll feed the nearcticus protein, the pennsylvanicus protein, if I can get their enclosure open without them all escaping. I'm actually gonna be shipping them to this guy as soon as, like, he responds. So yeah, I've got a few guys that want to get the queen, and hopefully one. Right, so as you can see, I killed a wolf spider with nearly boiling hot water, and now the entire ant colony has come to attack it. Even the queen has come to attack it. So this is pretty crazy. Yeah. So crazily, this colony is actually going to go on sale. I'm like contacting the people that want to buy it. So yeah. You're not going to see much more of this colony. Although it won't be dead, luckily. It'll just be in somebody else's hands. So yeah. Look how much honey I just gave them. They're all drinking from it, except the queen, who is back taking care of the eggs. But this is very good that my nearcticus is doing well. So hopefully these guys will be doing well as well. And I will feed these guys and the pennsylvanicus meat protein once I feel that they're ready. Well, I'll feed these guys protein once I feel that they're ready. And I'll feed the nearcticus protein, the pennsylvanicus protein, if I can get their enclosure open without them all escaping. I'm actually gonna be shipping them to this guy as soon as, like, he responds. So yeah, I've got a few guys that want to get the queen, and hopefully one responds soon. Okay, so I gave them a little bit of honey as well, but this is about it. This is what I'm going to be giving my Camponotus pennsylvanicus before I send them on their way, because hopefully my people who are going to be buying them are going to respond soon. If not, I'm going to go on to the next. Here's what I've done. You see, I've got a shoebox that I cut it and shrunk it down to a smaller size so that it doesn't cost as much to ship. And inside of it, I put 2 layers of toilet paper, and between the 2 layers, I've put my ant colony. So let's just check on them. Yes, they seem to be doing fine. All the ants are still alive. And it's very cool to see them all. So yeah. Oh, they're ripping the legs off of the spider and like feeding it to the young. So that's good. The ant colony seems to be doing A-okay. So I am going to close them up for the last time before I ship them. Actually, here's what I've done, okay? I've attached this thing to this side, and I've uncovered their nest so that hopefully these Camponotus novae will move out of their nest, because it's taking them quite a while to move, though. I'm pretty sure they don't really want to move at the moment. I might just put them back, the cover back. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. I added a bunch of fruit flies to the back of this thing, like half a thing of fruit flies for this reason. I went to the store and I bought flightless fruit flies. So you see, what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to take the last bit my fruit fly culture outside this Tuesday, and I am going to empty the last of the live wild fruit flies and call it a day. I'm just going to freeze them, and I'm going to build up this culture to be used on my ants. So yeah, that's what's going to happen, guys. And yeah. So you can look forward to that. This is the new enclosure that I want to move my my ants into, and here's the thing. I've laced it with fruit flies and honey, and they're not exploring it. Like, they get to here and they run back, and I have a theory of why that is. You see, this enclosure still smells slightly like vinegar because I sealed it up with silicone. And you see, these ants, this species, Camponotus pennsylvanicus, smells strongly of vinegar because they use vinegar to mark their territory. Well, they use formic acid to mark their territory, which is chemically similar to acetic acid, the acid in vinegar. So I think that they think that there's another colony in here, and that's why they're not exploring, despite the fact that there's live wingless fruit flies and honey galore for them as soon as they start exploring. So yeah, hopefully they'll start exploring soon. Are they going to do it this time? I don't think so. I'll get to you guys when these guys actually decide to move. Yeah. The ant is actually venturing in because a fruit fly went in there, and he had tried to attack it, and now he's venturing out into this territory for the first time, which is very exciting. This means that other ants will hopefully soon follow suit. But nonetheless, that's about it. I'll get back to you guys when they start the big move. Just left the test tube and went to this area. I didn't get it on film, but take my word for it. It's now in there, and I have put another wolf spider in so that since the queen didn't seem to be too interested in what's it called? She didn't seem to be too interested in the fruit flies that I gave her. the ants out in natural sunlight, all of a sudden there's a big rush to move. So yeah, the ants are hopefully going to move into here since the queen has already been sitting in there. So yeah, that's hopefully what's going to happen. Notice pennsylvanicus finally moved into here, and something that I've noticed is that they are positioning themselves as far away from the water source as possible in here, meaning that this water source is way too big for them, because you see Camponotus are dry loving ants. This water source would be fine for like Lasius ants or some other like wet loving ants, but these are dry loving ants. So I'm gonna make a modification to this as soon as possible that will decrease the humidity in here, basically, so that it's better suited for these guys to succeed and be a good colony. Although I don't really have the piece to make the modification just yet, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the update. Also, my Camponotus novaeboracensis is still in here, and my Camponotus nearcticus right here. Now you see, my Camponotus nearcticus, I've decided I want to put up for sale because they're the smallest species that I have, and they're the ones that are growing the slowest, and like I'm probably gonna just put them up for sale because they're not as interesting, and because I want to put my effort into these two colonies, the pennsylvanicus and the novaeboracensis. And you might be wondering, hey Gabe, you put this pennsylvanicus up for sale, and yeah, the buyer backed out, so I'm gonna like notify people that I'm backing out of the deal, and I'm like closing it, just because you see the pennsylvanicus, I really like this species and I want to keep it. I mean, I had one bad experience with it. My first colony that I took out of the wild was a pennsylvanicus, and they died for unexpected reasons, possibly because I took them out of hibernation too quickly. But so what I'm going to do is I'm keeping this pennsylvanicus colony. Despite the fact that I put it up for sale, I'm going to cancel the sale since my buyer doesn't seem to be super interested, actually. And I'm going to sell this Camponotus nearcticus queen instead. She's got 2 workers. And her colony is doing somewhat well. I'm gonna have to give them some more buggies. But yeah, anyway, that's the update. I'm gonna keep my novaeboracensis queen and my pennsylvanicus queen, despite the fact that I was gonna sell my pennsylvanicus queen, and I'm gonna sell my nearcticus queen instead.